We're live on the air, Paul Pluta channel. We're talking watches. I got my good friend Clive with me. Hello, Clive.
Hey, hey, Paul. How are you doing?
Hey, not too bad. Having a bit of computer glitch, but we're back on the air now. Clive, I wanted to thank you for all the support and time you've spent on this channel here. It really does mean a lot to me having yourself to talk to. It really is great to have someone to come in. I was always a bit suspicious when you first came on the scene. I thought, hey, what is he after? But you know, you don't have your own channel. You're not trying to sell a product. You just want to talk watches.
Exactly. It's also easier to let you do the work.
Yes, and I got to say to you, Clive, it's a lot of people love your commentary there, and you've got a lot of passion for the watches, and this is a great thing, Clive. Clive, I got to tell you myself that I've been going through some bad depression lately. I've had a few problems in my life. Business isn't doing well. YouTube shit.
Do you think we should answer David H's question since he? I don't know if we got around to it before the broadcast cut off.
Hey, I will get back into that. Just let me tell you. Okay. Let me share a little bit of my misery with you.
Okay.
We will answer David H's question out of respect for him. I just wanted to say to you, Clive, things aren't going so well in my world there. Monetary. I've had a few little personal things aren't going well. I'm suffering extreme anxiety. I want to get my ass overseas. I am sick of I got to be completely
the Western world.
I'm sick of the Western. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here, but it's not quite that
song. No guarantees.
It's not quite that easy. I got to be honest with you, Clive. I'm thinking about drinking this down here tonight. I'm thinking about drinking this baby tonight and just doing some live telethons to raise some cash. What do you reckon?
Why not? But
no.
I think people should. I think people should.
Pay per glass I drink. How does that sound?
Absolutely, because otherwise, well, you know, I won't finish that sentence. But yeah.
Clive, I want to talk to you. David H. He's paid for a review. He's asked the question, he's got a ceramic sub. Was it a date or a no date? I think it was it a no date? No date.
Ceramic no date.
He asked the question, should he save and get a Daytona or should he go out and get an Omega Speedmaster? Man, I'm a fucking man! Now, what would you do, Clive? Tell me, what do you think? I reckon it's really cool to have a Rolex and an Omega. I think they're iconic. The Speedmaster's iconic chronograph. The sub ceramic is just a classic diver. I reckon I would just do it. I'd get the Omega. It's nice to have some variety. Clive, you tell me what you think. You tell me what you think.
Well, and like I said, I think I kind of agree with you. I mean, instant gratification is fine if you can wait that long. But he might be saving for years for the Daytona. On the other hand, there's not a darn thing wrong with the Speedy if you buy it well. So why not?
German shop? Would you be going German shop?
I probably would. And like I said, I've bought a couple of smaller purchases off them. Not a problem. 3350 brand new big box. You'd be an idiot buying anywhere else. Certainly wouldn't walk into a dealer and pay almost twice as much. And you know, the thing is, and what I was trying to, I didn't even realize the live stream had cut off. You know, he could be saving up for years and years. But he could have the Man on the Moon now. So, you know, get the Daytona later on once your financial situation stabilizes, once you become more secure in the job, once you've more securely... do
you think he needs a Daytona? What's wrong with just having an Omega and a sub? Isn't that cool? Omega Speedmaster, Man on the Moon, and a sub?
No, there's a difference between saying no, never, and not right now. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the... actually, the Speedy for the money is... if you know you're going to keep them, I'd say it's a great price. It's a great purchase at that price. Why not? if you think you're going to flip them, if you have a habit of falling out of love, maybe wait on the Speedmaster. Another question from Mr. Mutton Hollow. Do you want to hear it for $5?
Sure. Yes, of course, sir. Please do.
This is all right. Mr. Mutton Hollow. He just joined us on Brisbane Watch Forum, by the way. Looking at a Patek Philippe 5396R-014 Blueface with Tiffany and Company stamp. What do you think of the watch and also the Tiffany stamp?
Look,
5396. What would that be? World time of some sort?
No, it's an annual calendar. It's an annual calendar.
Okay.
Actually, Clive, I got to tell you the truth there. That actual watch we are talking about is my absolute holy grail. I'm just going to bring up a photo of the watch so people know what I'm so obsessed about there. There we go. Can you see that, Clive?
Yeah. Oh, that is nice.
On the screen. Yeah. So basically, it's an annual calendar. Well, what it does do, which is a little bit, what it does do is that it's actually, it has the day and the month. You notice their eyes, so that's it's a little bit more complicated than just a stick marker that moves around the dial.
Right. Absolutely. You like that? That is a pretty little thing.
Yeah, it's a really good looking piece. They have a perpetual calendar that looks similar to it, but I think the annual calendar is such a great piece. The big thing about it is it has the separate eyes. See those three eyes there? You have the day, the month, and the date. Now, on my annual calendar, it just had a little stick marker which indicated that. So this is quite a bit more complicated. I got to be honest with you. He's asked the question. I actually think this watch with the blue dial. Now, I got to be honest with you. I'm not such a big fan of the blue dial version. I would be buying a pre-owned white dial version. That's my own view on it. I mean, to me,
that was part two of the question is what do you think about the Tiffany stamp, the Tiffany dial?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to that, Clive. Look, I really, to be honest with you, I really can't stand Tiffany and Co. I know people like these double dials, but basically Tiffany and Co. they charge a huge. People think these are super valuable because they got Tiffany and Co. It's a double sign dial. I'd rather not have Tiffany. I don't want to advertise someone else's business on my dial. I prefer the non one. Okay, and I got to be honest with you, I'd be buying a pre-owned one. Why do you need to buy these new? It's such a, I know the blue is kind of cool, but I reckon long term, I'd be going a white dial one and I'd be going to Chrono 24 and I'd be buying a slightly pre-owned one. I reckon that's the wiser. Does it Tiffany dial? You're going to get absolutely no discount. You know that they're not going to discount one cent there. They're as snooty as shit. I really don't like Tiffany and Co. They think. I just being honest with you there, Clive. I think they are pretentious as shit. Whereas you could buy a 5396 around just under the 30 grand mark on the pre-owned market. Okay.
So what would it be on the pre-owned market? The white dial 5396.
Yeah, on a leather strap. There's just having a look now. There's one for 26. Okay, that's in Taiwan. Okay, it's a white gold one. That's quite nice. 27. There's one in America with a sector dial. I'm not a big fan of the sector dial. I prefer the standard one. 30s, low 30s. But what does this blue dial thing go for? Look, I can tell you now, you're going to be paying a lot more. You're going to be paying a lot more than that. You understand? I really think myself, Tiffany and Co. I don't see the point in paying it. There's a Tiffany, you know, Tiffany and Co. one. I don't think these double signed dials are going to be that super valuable. Tiffany and Co. doesn't discount. They're as snooty as shit.
Nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't be paying the premium for Tiffany and Co. The blue dial, I prefer the white. Once all is said and done, I would prefer the white. Look, you can get the white one for under 30 grand. What are you going to pay? You're going to pay a huge premium to get a Tiffany and Co. one? That's silly. That's silly. This is my opinion. I don't particularly like Tiffany and Co. on the dial. I don't like these double. I think yes, they were worth more for old watches, but that doesn't mean these current model ones are going to be worth so much more for having Tiffany and Co. on the dial.
All right, and because they can churn out as many as they want this year, next year. Yeah,
they are limited, but I don't see what's so great about Tiffany and Co.
Okay. Well, what you wearing, by the way? Give us a quick...
I'm wearing a Breguet. I'm wearing the Bregster today. The Breguet. I love the Breguet. That's a cool watch. I really do love the Breguet there. So that's a great piece. I love that piece. That's a great piece. So
cool.
To answer that question, then no, I wouldn't be paying a premium for Tiffany and Co. or the blue face. The blue face is very trendy now. At Basel World, they released quite a few blue faces. It's a very cheap way of them having new watches without costing them terribly much R&D. They just change the face of the... It's just like...
it's like introducing a new paint color in a car.
Yeah. You know, it's no big... I kind of... Thank you, Mike. Yes, the Type 20 is very cool.
Cool. Wait... And a few people disagree. Few people disagree, but actually, there's enough room in the world for a couple of disagreements. Of course, if you disagree strongly, you know, actually, if you want to strongly disagree, if someone wants to strongly disagree with you in person,
they could pay $5. They could pay $5 now, and we could discuss it further.
Or if they wanted face to face, or screen to screen, talk it over with you.
Yes, it's all really cool. Clive, tell me this. Clive, would you ever buy a Patek yourself?
Possibly. I won't say never. I won't say never.
I got to be honest with you, Clive. That friend guy before, he was asking about do I get a Daytona? He's already got a ceramic, no date. Get the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. 2 iconic watches. That's all you ever really need in life.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. Absolutely. The Patek, the JLC, and the Breguet. Actually, Clive, I got to tell you something. I'm thinking about maybe, do you reckon I could sell the Patek if I got the Breguet?
Sell the world time?
Yeah. What do you think?
Absolutely. Well, I hate to say it, I'd sell the Polar Explorer and get a sub.
Yep. I've been down that road before, Clive. You're right.
Get either a two-tone bluesy or just complete all gold, just for the complete Google Ads off factor.
Yep, you're right. You're right there, Clive. It's that's a very true point there. Tell me this, Clive. I'll just bring up a collection there. That's 5 of the pieces there.
Right.
What do you think, Clive? If I was to downsize a bit, what would you be getting rid of?
Well, I'd say the Polar Explorer. That would save up room for a better Rolex. Patek, depending on how, You know, of these 5 pieces, well, of the collection you know, I'd say I'd keep the Type 20, I'd keep the Speedmaster, I'd keep the Reverso. I think the other ones would be up for grabs for selling.
Okay. What would you be getting rid of? You get rid of the Polar?
Yeah, I would. I mean, because either that or bend your rule about one brand per watch. The Patek, the World Time, it's yeah, the Polar Explorer and the IWC.
You said I had far too much money in the Patek. Anyhow, it's unbalanced. You said I had so much money tied up there, and it's yellow gold as opposed to white metals.
Right. Exactly.
If I sold that, you know, I could buy a lot of interesting shit. You know that, don't you?
Oh, absolutely, yes. And you've already milked the Patek. It's forever gonna be associated with you anyway. Oh wait, that's a question for me.
Yes, go ahead.
Clive, how are you liking the PAM Zero? Any regrets? Would you suggest that model for a Panerai buy or something else? No, actually, no regrets with the Luminor, with the base Zero or base logo or the Zero. I think it's a great watch. I think it's the quintessential essence of Panerai. I love the versatility of it. I love how easy it is to change straps. And I think you can't go wrong. You know, everyone also, it's almost, if you're a Panerista or Panerista wannabe, a Zero is a almost necessity, even more accomplished. Even true Paneristi always want at least a Zero in the collection. I would, I'd either get the 111. No, shoot. Which one is the one? Which one do you like? The 111?
Yeah, that's right. That's the traditional piece.
Right, but it has the second hand at 9 o'clock. I mean, I'd either say a PAM Zero or a 112. Both out of production, both basic ETA movements. If you like a lot of people, I mean, if you like the sausage, go with Zero. If you like the sandwich style, I'd say the 112. A little bit more uncluttered than the Zero as well. So, you know, I don't think you go wrong with either one if you buy right. If you're going to get it, well, you have to get it used because they don't make them anymore. If you do that, make sure it's from a reputable dealer, and box, papers, and everything.
Yeah.
You can do online. Yeah. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check out the story. And make sure you get it online with some sort of buyer protection on it, because there's just too many good fakes out there. So, Larry, I hope that helps.
So, Clive, the other question that's come in now is also, what watch would we recommend for a dress watch for a 34-year-old entrepreneur in the 20 to 30,000 bracket?
Well, it depends.
Nautilus.
What kind of,
I'd say a Nautilus 5711 steel Nautilus.
Possibly a Calatrava.
No, I'm thinking Nautilus. You don't like that because he's a young guy. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a young guy. On the other hand, a Calatrava is a pretty basic watch. It doesn't Calatrava necessarily like other ones would. But yeah, I think either one. The Calatrava is just more classically understated, if you ask me.
Oh, okay.
I think a Nautilus would be more sporty. It might be a little bit. Oh, that might be a little more sporty and versatile too. So I don't think either one of those you could really go wrong. Okay, someone sent us $10 Canadian. I want a Vacheron Constantin 86180. What do you think of it?
You want me to say anything, Clive?
Yeah, actually, Vacheron Constantin is not exactly my wheelhouse, so.
Okay, it's a very, very, very classic, simple sort of piece here. Let's just pull up one on the screen now. Let's just pull it up on the screen. Very simple. It's like a patrimony type piece. I think it is a patrimony. Very simple sort of piece there.
Oh, yeah, we looked at this in yellow gold recently. I think we did one, and you had you had a gold version of it. And I think I liked yours better than the one that the reviewee had submitted.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of, look, what do I think of this piece here? Look, I would honestly be saying to you, you got to buy it secondhand. Hope you're not going to buy that new. Hope you're not buying that new. I'd be going on the chrono. Go on to the chrono. That's where you got to go. You wouldn't want to buy it new. I kind of prefer the patrimony with the little, this one here. This has got the little sub-seconds at the 9 position. I reckon that's a cooler piece. What I really love, I tell you, look at this, Clive. Look at this. Just talk about, look at it. How's that for a world time? Vacheron Constantin world time with the map there. But $50,000. $50,000. No. My God, that is.
But the VC he wanted. I mean, that's nice. Just classically simple, elegant.
Sorry, I don't know why I got sidetracked like that there. It's I got to tell you honestly, with Vacheron Constantin, you know, it's very soft at times. You know, to resell that stuff is hard. Okay, you got to realize that these are hard babies to. These are difficult. These are very difficult pieces to resell at times.
You've got the wrong tab open. Choose the second one to the right, I think.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
The one, no, to the left.
Okay, sorry. Let me have a look. What have I done? Oh, here we go. We got. Oh, okay. What have I got here open? Now here we go. Here's one, $13,000. That's the model. It's a Patrimony automatic 40 mil. Here we go. This is the watch he's talking about, Clive. This is the model. 13,000. I tell you what, it's not bad for 13,000. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's an automatic. Look at the rotor on that, Clive. Look at that. Isn't that
nice?
beautiful?
Yeah. What is that? Guilloche or what's that called? The sort of decoration on the rotor.
Well, no. Well, that's Guilloche's more to do with the dial. It's just a pattern. Look, that's bloody hard to do. You know how hard it is to do that?
Yes.
It's 40 mil. It's 40 mil. That's right. This is a 40 mil one. I tell you what, for $13,000, you wouldn't get a Patek Calatrava this size for that little. I think it's okay. Vacheron itself there is always not as easy to flick. Not as easy to flick as a Patek, but you're not paying as much for it. So I reckon go for it, Clive. I reckon go for it. That's a great piece. It's a great piece. I think it's not too bad. Clive, let's wrap up the live show today. You're getting a bit tired. I'm getting a bit tired as well. Love you, Clive. Next week we'll do another live show. Actually, I'll be in Melbourne next week. Might have to wait. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll fist you, and you're going to be appearing with Suckerhorn, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Clive, and keep watching. Keep watching, and remember, if you do want to ask, I could do paid reviews. Paid reviews give you a longer explanation. Thank you, guys.